Welcome everybody, North American Harness Update Extra here with Darren Gagne at Running Aces. He is the track announcer at Running Aces, live from the booth. And race 1 is just now post parading. He just called the post parade, and current favorite right now is number 3, Make It Big. Even money favorite. I thought he was going to take more money than what he is.
Well, I think there you go, 3 to 5 now. I think you're going to see 1 to 5 at post time. Rod on this horse, and deservedly so. I mean, this horse has not seen competition this easy in quite some time. He was racing up in those big featured events. He raced in the $20,000 Running Aces featured pace back in June. Then he raced in the Open and went right into the limbs for the Dan Patch. Well, we all know that some tough horses in the Dan Patch this season, so didn't make the final, but then he went right into a Winners Over event, was in the Minnesota Preferred race for $25,000 last time out. Now he faces much easier competition. By the way, in that $25,000 race, he made a good effort, put in a good mile, finished third. I think he's definitely the one to beat here. He's probably going right down the road. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going to head right to the front. The 2 horses inside of him just don't have enough gate speed to be able to go with him. The one, How to Train Your Dragon, I think is probably a logical second choice here. He's had the rail 2 of his last 4 starts, and he's gotten away 6th in his last 6 starts, and 8 of his last 10 starts. So that's showing he's not going off the gate no matter what. So
right.
He's a play, but he's going to come from off the pace. And the other one, I think, underneath, Barbosa, who's been racing pretty well and gets the Bobcat tonight. So I think you got to watch out for him, and especially with the way he's been racing recently with the driver change.
3 minutes post time for race 1. 3 minutes. Agreed. I went with Barbosa for second. This one has put in some very good efforts in the last 5 races, 2 wins. 3 seconds, I should say, the last 6 races. 2 wins, 3 seconds in those last 6 starts. Solid second last time out. I gave him a slight edge over the 1, but I think those are the 3 horses here. 3-4-1, 3-1-4. Don't see how you get away from those 3.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a very clear-cut race here. And, the Exacta is probably the play, albeit that it's not going to pay that much. But I do think it's a solid play if you play 3 with the 1-4 here. You're not going to make a ton of money, but it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, you just take a stand with one of those horses underneath, then make a $10 or $20 exacta play is what I would say would be your best bet.
Yeah, I agree. I went. I actually played the exacta. I went 3 with the 1-4. So I think between Barbosa and How to Train Your Dragon, either one of them can win. Barbosa coming off that really good race from way back last time, and just couldn't get to How to Train Your Dragon. So
absolutely, both of those 2 horses have been racing very sharp. They're just going to be up against it here with number 3, Make It Big. Less than 2 minutes post time. For 3, Make It Big. I still expect that to drop. Less than 2 minutes. Less than 2.
Yeah, I think he's going to keep going down. 4 to 5 right now, I think is actually decent value on this horse.
At 4 to 5, that is a steal, I think, up in this horse in this race. If you could get 4 to 5 or even money, that would be huge.
Yeah, and I'm surprised.
I don't think it's going to.
No, I agree.
That money comes in at that one.
I think that the money that How to Train Your Dragon is taking right now is pretty significant. I thought he'd be closer to like 3 to 1, and 2 to 1 currently is a little bit too short of a price for me.
Agreed.
So we are going to the first race here. I'm going to let you go ahead and get this call in, and we'll come back after the race.
All right, we'll be back. Last all wager in tonight's first race. The horse is approaching the starting gate for race 1. Currently 4-5 on number 3, Make It Big. 2-1 on the 1, How to Train Your Dragon, and 7-2 on 4, Barbosa. They're at the gates. Gates rolling. Starter John Betts has the first race facing field in motion. First race, claiming condition of Pacers lining up, moving in behind the starting gate. Gate swings around the turn for the top of the back stretch. They're 116 miles from the start. Here they come for race 1, starting the early pick 3. And they're off and pacing, and Goody Two Socks showing speed for the inside. The outside, Barbosa drives alongside, and Make It Big gets away pacing third as they round first turn. Barbosa for the outside, sweeps up to take command. Goody Two Socks gets away second. Make It Big is pacing third. A lane back and forth, How to Train Your Dragon, a gap of 4. Back there as the trailer, that's Adios. Race to the opening quarter-mile mark, and Barbosa with the Bobcat. DP the bike, fading away at 9-2. Barbosa checks it in. 27-1 for the opening quarter. Back here in second, Goody Two Socks. Now in third position is Make It Big. Close up there, only 2.5 lengths off lead. And it's How to Train Your Dragon. It's next back. Coming up now. So, here we go with that. Up front on the shot, Barbosa shows the way. Right there in the pocket second, Goody Two Socks, Make It Big is third. How to Train Your Dragon continues to wait patiently in fourth. And the trailer is off the diesel, the halftime 56-4. Second quarter, 29-3. On to the running aces back stretch. Barbosa has command of the field as they straighten up down the backside. Right there in second is Goody Two Socks. Here comes Steve Wiseman. Make It Big is moving quickly on the outside from third, now second. Also underway, How to Train Your Dragon comes on, and off the diesel is the trailer. Around the final turn, Barbosa short lead on the inside. Make It Big attacking first over. Right here to the inside, third, Goody Two Socks. How to Train Your Dragon is well placed. Fly cover, fourth on the outside, only 1.5 length off the lead. And off the diesel is tight with the pack, 3/4 in 124-3, third quarter, 27-4. But one to catch, Barbosa still has lead. Make It Big on the outside, still bearing down. How to Train Your Dragon on the far outside, and Goody Two Socks toward the inside. They come to the wire. It's Barbosa short lead. Goody Two Socks toward the inside. Barbosa hanging on. Barbosa takes him to the wire and gets the win. 1-2-3. Goody Two Socks won second. How to Train Your Dragon home third. Barbosa 1-2-3. Race 1.
Tight photo there. Not how I expected that race to go. Looks like Barbosa hung on and very tight for second. Between the 1, How to Train Your Dragon, and the 2.
All right, so we were off base there on, first of all, Make It Big goes off 7-5. Unbelievable. Even money on How to Train Your Dragon, and Barbosa was absolutely huge tonight. So, 4-2-1 is your final result. We'll wait for the photo here in race 1. And it's up 4-2-1-3. Number 4, Barbosa posted first. 2, Goody Two Socks second. Number 1, How to Train Your Dragon third. Number 3, Make It Big was fourth. 1 and 3 here in race 1. 4-2-1-3.
Very surprising there on Make It Big. He just did not fire tonight. He didn't look like he wanted to go at all.
Bobcat, bringing back to the winner's circle in tonight's first race, number 4, Barbosa. Results of the first race of the posted official. Number 4, Barbosa in the winner's circle. 7-year-old Gelded Son of Mazza by Romeo by Rich, Minnesota. Trained by Jerry Longo. Drew the victory by Dean McGee. Winning time 152 and a 3. New line time 152 and 3/5. Barbosa Red by Neil Lagerquist.
9-2 to open up the card.
Results of the first race have been posted over. It's official. Barbosa 11:20, 5:20, 2:60, 2:32 south. Second 10:40, 3:40. Third number 1, How to Train Your Dragon, 2:20. $2 exact at 87.40 and the $2 traffic to return 260.40.
Darren is currently getting the rundown for race number 1.
Getting $2 exact in race 1, 87.40. $2 trifecta, 264.40. Here's the order of finish in the first race. Number 1, How to Train Your Dragon, third. 2, Goody Two Socks, second. 3, Make It Big, fourth. 4, Barbosa, the winner. 5, Smoke Rings was scratched. Number 6, Snarl the Diesel was fifth. Top down, 3, 2, 4. 1 is bottom lane for number 4, Barbosa. The winning time, 152 and 3/5. Is post time for the second race.
So we are moving on.
Rod, some very nice exotics there.
Yeah, very good. I didn't think they would pay that much. I mean, that's pretty large with inside numbers.
Paid huge for 5-horse field. Exacted just under $90 on a horse that made a lot of sense. If you're gonna somehow get off the 3, Make It Big, well, those are the only 2 logical horses, the 4 and the 1, and you just 4 all 1, 4 1 all, you pick up some money there.
Yeah, that 200 and change was almost $300. I mean, that's large for that try.
Huge payouts there. The 3 Make It Big just didn't fire like we expected. We really expected them, to fire right off the gate. Didn't happen. Just didn't get what we expected out of the 3 tonight. But Barbosa picks up another win. 8 wins on the season. Lifetime best, 52 and 3 tonight.
He was large.
Big win for Barbosa.
Yeah, the driver change was, pretty good on him. And I thought he had a chance there, but I thought maybe
first time for the Bobcat on Barbosa.
I thought maybe the post might make him a first over candidate there. He might get stung early, but he went right to the lead.
Well, I'll tell you what, congratulations if you went with Barbosa with Bobcat first time in the bike and you got paid.
Yep.
If you did, very good.
In case you didn't check out
race 2.
In case you didn't check out earlier, I know you haven't seen it yet, but earlier we did a live helmet cam video at the Wood County Fair in Bowling Green, Ohio with driver Chris Presley. I know he's watching this right now on his way home. Don't watch and drive. So thanks, Chris, for doing that for us. And it was definitely fun.
Check that out.
We love doing our live helmet cams, and nobody else does that in harness racing. So we are the very first ever to do that. And again, thanks, Chris Presley, for doing that for us.
That's awesome. I'm going to jump on TV and do my picks real quick, and I'll be back.
All righty. So I'm going to start with race number 2 here. And I don't know why this is not doing this, but I don't want that one. But anyways, we're trying to figure out what what we got here. Okay. Anyway, race number 2 coming up, and we've got a field of 6 here. Start of the early pick 4. This is a claiming handicap 4 to 6,000, purse $7,200. If you're in Minnesota and you're racing, put in the claimers. $7,200 purse for a $4,000 claimer. Get in there. What are you doing, people? But anyways, my top choice here, Argenta, the 4-horse, 8-5 morning line. He looks the best, and the last 4 times he's been in this class, he's been second and third, twice each. Hasn't won yet this year. That's the only concern. So he's only going to get a very slight nod from me. My second choice of 5, Bunker Hill Bill, comes off a scratch. He would be my top choice here, but he's coming off a 3-week layoff, which is a bit of a concern for me. If not for that, he would be the top choice in this race. And I would still respect his chances here just because he's got some back class to fall back on and definitely plays, so use him. And then third choice, number 2, Western Fortune. Brady Jensen jumps on for the second time now. Faced similar last week, just didn't fire. He got away 5th, mid-pack, and sat outside behind dead cover. Just had, too much ground to make up, basically, and he had to go wide early. So maybe if he gets an inside trip here, up close, he's got a much better post. Definitely plays. He won 2 in a row prior to last week, and he's got 6 wins and 21 starts this year. So made $13,000. He plays, and he's going to be a nice price. And currently, let me see here. He is 7-1 currently. And Darren is actually going the exact same way that I'm going in this race, 4, 5, and 2. He's a copycat. I think he copied my stuff. Don't believe anything he says right here. He's copying off of me. But he's in the room next to where his camera's at right now. And if you haven't been to Running Aces yet, make sure you go up there because it's a very, very nice facility. Very updated, and they keep up with it. It's superb compared to a lot of places you'll go. And I can't say enough good things about that place. We were there not this past weekend, the weekend before, for the Dan Patch final, and they treated us very well. So thank you, Darren and Ben, for that, and Running Aces. And the place is just awesome. I didn't put a early pick 4 together here for race number 2. I think I could probably do that real quick. I do like here 2, 4, and 5. I think those 3, any of those 3 could win this race. Which, as far as I'm concerned, look for the price there. 6-1 currently on the 2. As Darren is back, I'm actually going through and handicapping with our viewers this early pick 4, Darren. And race number 3, I think the 2 or the 5 should win that race. Dewey's Machine, he either wins or he makes a break. These are 2-year-old trotters, so you got to be cautious. The third leg, race number 4, due to stanky leg, very good first start last week. And if he leaves and goes to the front, I think he crushes this field. If he's got to make a second move early on in the race, it'll be a little bit tougher to win. But he plays, and I think the other one that plays here real well is the 1, Sweet Vivian. Gets away from who I believe is the top 2-year-old in Minnesota in Burning Blaze. What do you think about this one, Darren? in race number 4.
Race 4, I was on the 3 due to stanky leg. I was very impressed with that horse. Qualifying effort as well. The other horse I like in there, Flying Fritz, and also the outside horse, You've Been Warned. I don't know, how she's going to do from post 8 tonight, but I really like that horse as well. 3 over the 4 and 8, 8-4. Those are my top horses in race 4.
See, I like 3 over the 1. I like 3 and 1 the most there, because the 1 last time, had to face Burning Blaze, and we know what that horse can do. That horse is an absolute monster, and just had zero chance to get there. The price might be a little bit short, but I'm still going to use that horse just because. Darren's got the post parade coming up here for race number 2.
Horses for tonight's second race. They're on the track for the post parade, claiming handicap racing event, scoring for $7,200. Start of the early pick 4 wager tonight. Pick 4 wagering for 50 cents. Number 1 is Walker Meister, owned by George Ryder. George Ryder trains. Brian Deachin driving the 1, Walker Meister. 2 Western Fortune, owned by Teresa Samaha and Maria Ramirez. Tim Brown trains. Brady Jensen driving the 2, Western Fortune. 3 Ramsey is owned by James Yoder, James Trinka, Matt Myers, and Tony Lundahl. James Yoder drives number 3, Ramsey. 4 Argento by Darren Taylor, Kathy Plested, Jam Cunningham. The driver, Steve Wiseman, for number 4, Argenta. 5 Bunker Hill Bill, owned and trained by Gene Miller. The driver, Dean McGee, for number 5, Bunker Hill Bill. And number 6 is Who Dat Love, owned by Drew Anderson, trained by Willie Hernandez in the sulky. At Field for the second race, horses are on the track. Start of the 50-cent pick 4, also win, place, show, exacta trifecta wagering, and 20-cent superfecta. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure and stop by and check out Jim's Mini Donuts. Fresh, delicious, hot mini donuts available here tonight at Running Aces. Jim's Mini Donuts is open, and they're located by the outside entrance gate. They also have delicious smoothies. Once again, that's Jim's Mini Donuts, open here this evening at Running Aces.
So those of you just tuning in, I see some new people tuning in right now. We're live with Darren Gagne from the announcer's booth at Running Aces. Darren, I got to tell you real quick, those mini donuts you just described, you were talking about, those things were phenomenal when they brought them down to us on our live set last weekend.
Yes, they are phenomenal, and they bring them to me every night, and I'm getting fatter and fatter. But they're delicious.
They were... I was going to eat an entire bag.
Race, what do you think here? I really like the 4 Argenta. Same connections as Make It Big in the last race, pretty much. See if this one can fire a little bit better than Make It Big did.
Yeah, Argenta, is the logical top choice here, and tough to go against, but...
The thing that concerns me is his horse is 0 for 17 this year, and
exactly.
It's surprising because... he won 7 races last year. He was very sharp last couple of years here. Won at least 4 or 5 of those races here, and then won a couple out in California. Just hasn't been able to find the winner's circle yet this season.
Yeah, I agree. I like the horse, but the 0 for 17 is a little bit concerning. But, 11 out of 17 in the money, it's hard to dismiss that as well. And, I think he plays here. What kind of trip is he going to get? How hard does he have to work to get to the lead? Because I think the 2 fires as well. This Western Fortune has some gate speed that he could flash once in a while.
Yeah, I really see 4, 5, 5, 4, and those 2 horses are taking all the money right now, 8 to 5 and 9 to 5.
Well, I'm hoping that you're wrong and the 2 wins, because then I'll be live in the pick 4. I'm going 2, 4, 5 in the early pick 4. I'm taking a huge risk in singling a 2-year-old trotter in the next leg in number 2. But, like I said on my analysis at NAHUpicks.com, he either wins or he breaks. So there's one or the other there. He might win and break.
Yeah, I agree. I went 3 deep on those trotters just for that reason. I went 4 or 5 here. I did not have the 2 on this first leg of the pick 4. Just think, he was able to beat up on the 3 claimers, but today's in much tougher here.
My big thing in this race, how is the race going to unfold early on?
Less than 3 minutes, less than 3.
That's going to be the key. How does it unfold early? If something happens early where they get to battling, maybe it sets up for Bunker Hill Bill.
Has the most speed is Argenta, no question about that. 2 has shown some speed here and there.
Yeah.
I did win gate to wire back there in early part of June. So it'll be interesting to see how this race. The 1 Walker Meister has shown some speed as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can look at this race, and I think maybe if
last name start before the gates. Last chance to wager less than 2 minutes for race 2.
I think if Western Fortune can get the 2-hole here, he's got a big shot to upset these.
You could be right. 5-1. Currently 6-5 on the 4. Argenta, that's your favorite on the board. 5-2 on the 5. Bunker Hill Bill. 5-1 on the 2. Western Fortune, and also 5-1 on Walker Meister. They're at the gate for tonight's second race. It's rolling.
Here's race number 2 at Running Aces.
Second race, Flaming, has Pacer lining up to the end. Behind starting 8, he's going around the turn, and they're 1 mile from the start. Race 2, starting 50 cents early before Running Aces in the backstretch and picking up speed, and here they come. And they're on and racing and firing out quickly for the lead. Western Fortune racing from the far outside. Who That Loves comes on the challenge. As the race in the first turn, that's the big battle for the lead. Western Fortune on the inside. Who That Love draws alongside as they make ready the opening quarter. And pace to the quarter, and rather that's going to be Argenta with the early command. Who That Love challenges. Now, Who That Love, sweet by takes command. Who That Love crosses over and clears. On top by 2 at quarter, 27-1 Argenta. That way in second position, 2 lanes back in third. As the case in front of the stands, Walker Meister. And back there in fourth, Western Fortune racing in fifth position. That's Ramsey. The trailer in 6 is Bunker Hill Bill. If you wait 3 miles, race 4, 7 to third, we have Williams Hernandez on 42-1. Way back lane that, almost Argenta racing second. Third toward the inside, Walker Meister outside, charging up for fourth, Ramsey and JD Good on the move. One front that they're now reaching up on the outside, coming after the second spot, also on the way out the back end. And shuffle back the trail is Western Fortune now 56-1, second quarter, 29 seconds even. And a sweeping move, Ramsey is up to take the lead. Back to second is Who That Love. First over the outside, Bunker Hill Bill attacking out third position, underway on the outside, fourth and closing in Western Fortune. Shuffle all the way back is Argenta toward the inside, still up full clearance. And Walker Meister 3 wide from the back of the field. 3 quarters in 1, 25-2, third quarter 29-1. Bunker Hill Bill on the outside, battling with Ramsey. Bunker Hill Bill takes the lead. Ramsey toward the inside, fighting back in second, a straight from. Bunker Hill Bill has to be an Argenta finally shaking free on the far outside. Argenta pacing strong, way on the outside, sweeping by the field. Argenta gets up to win. Lane gets finished for second, third, and fourth. Argenta gets up first. 1:15.44. For second, third, and fourth.
Argenta, number 4. He was flying late.
Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't know Ford was ever going to get enough clearance.
I don't know that he did.
Bad spot, but finally got free and had plenty of pace.
I don't know that he ever did get clearance. He just kind of pushed his way out. But
yeah,
I mean, he was flying.
Made some room, and he flew home, and he got hammered late too, 4-5.
Yeah. I kind of thought he would. Close photo for second.
Posted first. It's a photo for second, third, and fourth. Photo goes to number 3. Ramsey, second, third, number 5, and fourth, number 2. Third, number 5, Bunker Hill Bill. Fourth, number 2, Western Fortune. 4-3-5-2 here in race 2.
Hey, Darren, you want to sell that iPad? I'll give you $5.
What's that?
So I'll give you $5 for that iPad. You know, the other thing, we got to tell these drivers to upgrade their music selection. What is going on? We got all this old 60s style music. What is this?
I don't know. Tell you what, though, some of these people, the crowd likes some of these songs. Love that Bee Gees song, Jerry. They like Mooney's song also.
Well, I'll tell you what, next time, you're just going to have to introduce me if I don't get a live drive. You're just going to have to introduce me, and I'm going to walk up with some live music and get the whole crowd bumping.
Things by Imagine Dragons, victory song, Wiseman, the leading driver currently here at Running Aces. Back to the winner's circle here in race number 2 tonight with the Ford Argenta. Argenta is a 9-year-old brown-coated son of Sportsmaster by Argenta. Mark Rolo, followed by Darren Taylor from Minnesota, Kathy Busted of Sacramento, California, Jan Cunningham from Cameron Park, California. Kathy Busted Wiseman, winning trainer Steve Wiseman, the winning driver. 154 for tonight's first win of the season. Number 4, Argenta, in race number 2 this evening.
Price is coming.
Thank you. Race official dollars active $36.80, $2 traffic to $82 and 20-cent super paid $35.90. Number 4, Argenta, the winner, 380, 260, 210. 3, Ramsey, second, 760, 340. Third, number 5, Bunker Hill Bill, 220. 680, trifecta $82, and the super $35.94. Got up 6, top down 5, 36 on the bottom for first of the season for Argenta. Third race coming up next, but next for race no changes. Gonna do the promo now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tuesday night here at Running Aces. Every week that means $1 food specials and $2 beer specials, but it also means free bet frenzy. 8 lucky winners have won free bets tonight from us at Running Aces, and we're about to find out who those 8 lucky winners are. Let's send it down to Kelly. She's down by the finish line, and she has the winning names.
Tell Kelly I want a free bet.
Dennis Plankers from Coon Rapids. Luann Bogler from Hugo, Shirley Rutledge from Star Prairie, Reed Faulkner from Inver Grove Heights, and Kelly Ron from Wyoming. Congratulations, everyone.
All right, thank you, Kelly. If you heard your name called, once again, please report to the front desk and you can get set up with your free bets tonight on Free Bet Frenzy here at Running Aces every Tuesday evening.
You want to look at race 3 real quick before we jump off here? Give us your numbers for race 3.
My numbers for race 3?
Yes, sir. Before we jump
1
off.
to 5, 6. Again, Dewey's Machine, 2-year-old trotters. The 1 and 1A entry horses, they're kind of intriguing. We don't know exactly what to expect from these. The 1A does have starts from post 8, but we've not seen that one here yet at Running Aces, raced at the fairs. So we don't really know what to expect from him. The 1 Ice Storm drew post position 2. Not a bad effort last time out, finishing second at Dewey's Machine. Dewey Machine stays flat. He should win.
I agree.
They went 2-6. The Lone Pine Shoesy, this horse has plenty of early speed. The filling, she's been unable to hang on in the stretch.
Yeah, she just needs to control her speed, and I think she'll be better off if she can.
Agreed.
She can
these are 2-year-olds, and especially because they're just figuring things out. So,
well, Darren,
Dewey's Machine, again, if that horse stays flat, should win.
Darren, thank you so much for doing this. We love doing this with you, and hopefully we can make this a weekly thing and get the fans involved next week.
Absolutely. Listen, did you get a chance to cover the Pick 5 already?
I'm about to give out my ticket for the Pick 5. And those of you that actually give us your Pick 5 real quick.
Sounds good, guys. Be sure and log on to NAHUPicks.com to check out those tickets. Nice to carry over the Pick 5 tonight. 20-cent Pick 5 starts, and it's over $6,413. Thanks, Rod.
Thanks, Darren. Darren Gagne at Running Aces. You're about to see double in me, maybe. Maybe. Or just one of me. We'll see. There we go. So we've got the Pick 5 tonight at Running Aces, 20-cent jackpot. Make sure you play that. Big carryover, like Darren mentioned. My ticket on NAHUPicks.com. I'll give it to you right now. 2. This starts with race number 7. So 2 with 1, 3, 4, 6 with 5, 7, 8 with 1, 2, 4, 5 with 1, 3, 6, 8. If you couldn't write all those down, go to NAHUPicks.com. My ticket's posted. Mike's ticket is posted. Ray will have his ticket posted very shortly. Go on, check them out. Play what you want to play. We're just out there giving advice. So if you feel intrigued to play our ticket, feel free. If not, we will see you Saturday at the Hambletonian. Make sure to share our broadcast because we will be giving away all kinds of stuff. After every single stake race on Saturday, there will be a giveaway for anybody that shares our broadcast. I'll post the broadcast on Friday night at some point after my plane lands. It'll be late Friday night, but I will post the scheduled broadcast starting at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday from the Hambletonian at the Meadowlands. Till then, deuces.